You join us here in the grounds of Nottingham Castle. It's the first time it opened since November, and 1,500 people are expected to be here today. And what a setting to experience it in.
God save the King!
Well, after all that build-up, we officially have a king. The weather's turned a little bit, hence the coats come on, but people are still here. They're still watching the rest of the ceremony. And what's your name?
I'm Danielle.
Danielle, what brings you here today? Why did you choose Nottingham Castle?
Well, I just thought it was a momentous moment and for the kids to be a part of history.
Do you think this is something that you're going to remember for a really long time and tell lots of people about?
Yeah, I'm going to tell all my grandchildren about it.
They are one of the biggest food providers in Nottingham, serving around 200 hot meals to people every week. After the food has been cooked, the volunteers travel from Lenton to Nottingham city centre, and they come to the same spot each time, so vulnerable people in the city know where to find them. It might be the only hot meal that some people have all week. Whilst glow-in-the-dark football is an amazing opportunity for the children to learn about the sport, it also gives them the opportunity to talk about which team they're supporting because they're a multicultural school. Yeah! The judge told Coolier he attacked the couple remorselessly, inflicting multiple injuries on both of them. He added that the experience must have been overwhelmingly traumatic for Frida Walker, and each of the injuries must have caused pain. The injuries inflicted on Ken Walker resulted in physical harm and lifelong care until his death in the following months when he died of natural causes. Speaking in court was Judith Casey, a neighbour of the Walkers. She first found them after Coolier's violent assault. In her victim statement, she said she suffers flashbacks of what she witnessed. She added, "I no longer feel I am the same person as before this tragedy, but life must go on." Well, it's now time for a look at the weather with Jill. For Nesh people like me, is it going to get any warmer?
No.
As a young person, do you feel a huge responsibility to make a change?
At the end of the day, I'm going to be the one who's going to be living in this world for a lot longer than some of the other world leaders at the moment. This is my planet. This is where I'm going to grow up, and this is where I'm going to have my children. And so I think I should have a say in shaping that.
Campaigners here say that if we don't make changes in the next 10 years, then we will experience catastrophic events. The project will cost £1.4 million and is expected to be completed by March of next year. Right, I better get stuck in. Emma Snow, BBC Midlands Today, Nottingham. There's also lots of videos on social media that you can look at if you're struggling to switch the alert off. There's a charity called Refuge who have some really good information on their website as well as a how-to video. So if you are struggling, we do advise that you check that out.
Yeah, that's the thing to do. Just make sure you know what you're doing before Sunday.
Well, this morning we'll continue to be busy here. And do you think they'll notice if I sneak off on a holiday?
Emma Snow has this report.
Meet 11-year-old Corey. We interviewed him outside as his heart condition makes him vulnerable. He's a massive Pirates of the Caribbean fan, so when actor Johnny Depp heard through the Make-A-Wish charity of Corey's dream to meet his idol, Captain Jack Sparrow, Depp got back into character and sent him a personalised video message.
I shall be glad to follow your YouTube channel, and I shall tell all my friends to follow your YouTube channel.
It then went one step further as Captain Jack surprised Corey with a video call.
You're Jack.
It was something else, but now it's Jack.
Corey has a pirate-themed YouTube channel and his goal was to get 100,000 subscribers, something that he's now doubled thanks to the help of Johnny Depp and The Rock.
Very shocked and surprised. I was just like, wait, I'm speaking to Johnny Depp, okay.
Restoration work has included a brand new roof, lots of work to the inside, an upstairs exhibition and also the creation of a wildlife garden.
Our reporter Emma Snow's been on patrol with some of the officers who are involved.
Out on patrol in Beeston, these officers have come across children as young as 9 out with their friends in large groups. These children aren't doing anything wrong, but for some residents they find it so intimidating that they report it to the police. It's an increasing issue in Beeston, which is why officers are now patrolling the town to deal with antisocial behaviour and criminal damage. Yes, the final touches are being put in place after a fire devastated part of the building here 3 weeks ago today. So it's been a really worrying time for the community, and no more so than for the Town Hall manager, Simon Gibson. Thank you for joining us today.
A pleasure.
So what sort of damage happened to this building from the nearby fire?
So the main damage has been focused mainly around our Victoria room in around the loft space and on the roof area at the top there.
So how are you marking the reopening tomorrow?
So we have comedian Angela Barnes joining us for her comedy show, so we're really looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Simon. Well, it'll be lovely to see people back here tomorrow, and you can find out more on this story at 6:30 on BBC East Midlands Today. To mark 1 year on, a march and rally is taking place here in the city centre. There's also going to be talks from local community members and also leaders too. Yesterday in Derby, a candlelit peace procession took place starting from the Cathedral Green. We spoke to Katerina, who made the painful choice to leave her home behind. When this project is completed in 2025, the sustainable drainage systems will hold 58 million litres of surface water. That's 23 Olympic-sized swimming pools. First this lunchtime, a 31-year-old man has appeared in court charged in connection with the Nottingham attacks. Valdo Calacana, who's also known as Adam Mendes, is accused of murdering two 19-year-old students and a 65-year-old man from Nottingham last Tuesday. He appeared at Nottingham Crown Court today. Emily Anderson was there. What was said in court today, Emily? 100,000 people are expected to descend on Donington Park over the next few days, particularly on Wednesday. And every year when this festival happens, the roads around the area get clogged up. But somebody who's trying to make sure that that doesn't happen too much is Phil Shaw from National Highways. So how busy are you expecting it to be?
Well, 100,000 spectators, about 50,000 vehicles is going to cause some problems for the road network. We're taking steps to reduce the amount of roadworks in the area. We've got increased traffic officer patrols, so if there are any incidents, they can be cleared quickly.
And what kind of measures are you putting in place to make sure that it's not too busy?
So we've got multiple access routes to the event, so depending on if you're coming from the north or the south.
And which roads in particular do you expect to be really busy on Wednesday?
So the M1 obviously is the main route through the East Midlands, so anywhere around junction 24 there's going to be increased traffic. We've got the A50 and the A38 are also access routes to the event, so they're going to see increased traffic flows.
Thank you very much. Well, obviously Wednesday is going to be really, really busy, and we are expecting a lot of disruption in the area for the 20th anniversary of Download Festival. And East Midlands Airport as well are warning travellers to allow extra time for their journeys if travelling to the airport. Emma Snow, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham. This collection marks a momentous occasion in our history, and it certainly fits for a king. Campaigners have marched all the way from Sherwood Community Centre down Mansfield Road, and they're making their way to the Ukrainian Centre in Nottingham. They're going to be hearing from people in Ukraine via a video link. The campaigners were able to ask questions and speak to a frontline Ukrainian soldier. I asked what the support means to people like him.
All Ukrainians around the world are now together.
It's been sunny, cloudy, might be cold tomorrow. What's going on? There are, of course, more traditional elements to the show, and it's a really important day for the farmers here. Sarah's hoping she can help attract a new generation of HGV drivers to help with the shortage, no matter what their age, gender or race. She's also hoping to break down stereotypes. What's it like to be in the 2% of women who are a truck driver?
Fantastic. I'm a big believer in breaking all those stereotypes and crashing through boundaries, and I think more people should do it, definitely.
And it's people like Sarah who have contributed to the record pass rates here at this HGV driver school in Sutton in Ashfield. The company behind it hopes they can get more people like her behind the wheel. Traditionally, Derby has been a low-rise city, except for the historic cathedral. Now, though, there are plans to raise the city's profile, quite literally. And today isn't the end of the fun here, as the festival continues tomorrow. Now, the charity says it has no other choice but to crowdfund, so it doesn't have to lose the vital services that are so important to the young people here. Whilst it's a brilliant opportunity for students here to get practice on real people, it also gives people in the community the opportunity to get a more affordable haircut. Now, instead of being hidden in the bell tower, the coat of arms is displayed proudly in the church where it was supposed to be all along. Emma Snow, BBC Midlands Today, Sorley. Thanks, Sarah. Double figures at least. Well, that's all from me and the lunchtime team, and we'll be back with East Midlands Today at 6:30. In the meantime, have a lovely afternoon, whatever you're doing. Bye-bye.